And now for our last presentation. Next, we have Devyani Vij. She's a senior at the Dunham School. She's an award-winning pianist. She's the captain of her school's robotics team. She's a 3-year member of the district champion varsity volleyball team. She will be attending Columbia University, where she plans to study financial engineering. She is the founder of Moola. Let's hear it up.
Hello. Have you ever been making a purchase and realized that you didn't have enough cash on you? Or maybe your teenager has recently asked you to put more money in their account. Sadly, I've been that teenager, and I had to call my mom in front of my friends and the waiter at dinner. Not my proudest moment. But my issue was not the amount of money I had in my account. It was that I was unaware about where I had been quickly spending my money, and I had no experience in limiting my purchases before. Lots of teenagers face these same issues when transitioning from being funded by their parents to becoming financially independent. Hi, I'm Devyani Vij, and the founder of the teen budgeting app, Moola. Our goal is to teach teens how to do the most with limited funds, AKA balling on a budget. Say my friend Taylor wants to use Moola. First, she'll take a quick questionnaire so Moola knows how to meet her specific goals. Then she'll have access to 3 tabs. First, tracking, where she can easily input her spending. Then, goals tab, where Moola will automatically calculate her categoric spending and what Moola suggests she should be spending to meet her goals. Finally, on the prizes tab, Taylor can compete with her friends on the leaderboard. Looks like she's close to winning the extra 1,000 points this month. Other ways Taylor can win points is by consistently using the app or meeting her goals. Now, these points, Taylor can then use towards winning one of our sponsored prizes. She could enter to win a free trip to New York, or she could earn a coupon for a free Starbucks drink. Now, of course, budgeting apps already exist, but they're catered towards an older audience with features like tracking mortgage, paying bills. Why would a teenager use half of one of these apps if they had access to Moola as an alternative? Now, 71% of Gen Zers are already actively budgeting, but less than a fifth of them are using online tools. Not only will Moola grab all of these customers, we'll also be increasing the market by encouraging teenagers to use more online tools. Speaking of the market, the global personal finance software market is going to grow to $1.6 billion in revenue. Just considering the percentage of teenagers, Moola has a total addressable market of over $250 million. Now, we employ a freemium model with a subscription of either $10 a month or $100 a year. Just by getting our first 2,500 users, Moola will already be making a yearly revenue of $150,000. To get us going, for the first 6 months, we do need $10,000 to make a minimally viable product. Subtracting personal and family investments, I'm asking today for an investment of $5,000. So join our movement in creating the next generation of financially literate adults that don't have to call their mom for more money at dinner. Thank you.
I think you can very easily find 2,500 parents who would pay that. And I think your target market really would be to parents. And then you have the incentive for the young people to actually use it. I think it's a brilliant idea.
Thank you.
I like the way you've gamified it, too. I think that's going to be really exciting. So,
Thank you.
One of the things that I looked at when I read through your material, immediately I thought about 3 different competitors, Greenlight, Mint, and Toshi Finance. Those apps actually focus on teens and even lesser teens that are in 8 to 9 years old. So with those 3 competitors, how do you really set yourself apart? Because you mentioned, apps that look at mortgages and things like that. And I agree, most teenagers don't have to think about that. Some do, their parents were lucky to, get them into real estate. But really, when you look at apps like Greenlight that actually gives you a debit card and helps those kids to kind of, budget themselves, how do you, set yourself apart from that?
Sure. So our main our main specific thing versus competition is our gamification element. We want to integrate that kind of game situation where you have the chance of winning a prize. You can brag against your friends. And it's a very social environment. We see in social media that that's what succeeds. And if there's a prize incentive, people are going to use an app. So that's what we're focusing mainly on.
Yanni, what about other revenue sources? Is it primarily subscription-based? Do you see a role for advertising or other things like that eventually?
Yes, sir. So our free members will be getting revenue from free members by using ads.
Okay.
And we do suspect that most of our users will be free members. But just predicting that if they use our streak feature where they get extra points and they'll be consistently using the app and we can maybe put one ad a day on there, we predict to get a lot of revenue from that still.
I think Donna's right. Parents will love that.
I think Donna's right.
Definitely.
You know, budgeting is such a negative word for young people, so maybe it's a spending plan. Maybe it's a spending and game plan.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Let's hear it up for Moola.